And it's not just China continuing to talk tough right now. My next guest is a noted China watcher. It is preparing to do something even tougher. He writes in today's New York Post, and I'm quoting here, "We cannot look into Xi's mind, but we can see what he's been doing, preparing the People's Republic of China for war." Gordon Chang with us now. That's scary stuff, Gordon.
Well, it certainly is, but we've got to understand what China is doing. Xi Jinping, the Chinese ruler, always talks about war. At the Communist Party's 20th National Congress in October, he appointed what is now called the War Cabinet. We know that he is trying to sanction-proof his regime. He is also trying to mobilize China's civilians for war. There was the National Defense Law amendments that went into effect at the beginning of 2021. Just a few weeks ago, we had amendments to the Reserve Military Service Law. And by the way, China's military is now bulking up the fastest we've seen any country do this since the end of the Second World War. So we've got to see what they're doing. We don't know intent, but it's obvious what they are, in fact, doing on the ground.
What if Xi Jinping himself didn't even know about this balloon? Another theory that's out there is that this was done by generals in the military apparatus with no sort of warning or heads up for the Chinese leadership.
That's a possibility, Neil, because the Chinese military is now extremely powerful inside the Communist Party and pretty much can do whatever it wants. There's some theories that this balloon was blown off course, but then the Chinese military saw it was very close to the U.S. mainland and then decided to go on this very belligerent path. This means disarray in the Communist Party if this theory is true.
What do you make of the fact? I know the Chinese equivalent of their Secretary of State is in Europe right now. Antony Blinken had apparently wanted to visit with him while he was there. I don't know if that's still on. But if he still refuses to meet with our Secretary of State, could that be a signal to what you're saying?
Yeah, you're referring to Wang Yi, who
Yes.
once was foreign minister, which was a lower level official, now is been promoted as of a couple of months ago. Yeah, they probably are both going to go to the Munich Security Conference. So I'm sure that there's going to be some sort of contact between the two of them. I think, though, now is not a time to talk to China, because by talking to China, what it looks like we're desperate to have communication. And that means we're emboldening the worst aspects in the Chinese political system by showing everybody else that belligerence, in fact, works. So now's not the time to talk to China. I know it sounds like we always should do, but we've done that for decades, and it's produced some pretty horrible results. We should be trying something new.
Gordon Chang, we'll see what happens. Thank you very, very much.